Is it kind of perfectly timed this bye week?
Definitely. I wanted to get back before the bye week just to get my little groove in, but it was for the greater good. I said got some more time, so yeah, we're ready now.
Did you push forward in the Vikings game? Or did Mike T have a timeline?
He had a timeline in mind, and he's the head coach, so he got that right. So whatever you call him, I'm with it. So yeah.
So Joey, you feel certain about this week?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I'm back for sure.
How important is it? You're coming back. Jalen's status is kind of up in the air, but what do you think the secondary can be with you back on the field and having it more complete than it has been?
It's really going to be the same. Coach said before I went down, we got horses. We got a lot of good guys that come in and make plays. I went down and we had BE stepped up really these past couple games. So I feel like the clock is just going to keep ticking. We're going to keep grinding and keep trying to be the best out there.
How important is it for you guys to kind of go through this attrition early on so that you kind of battle test and whatever? Because you're seeing other teams, maybe even in the division, dealing with attrition too, and they're not 3-1 right now.
That's just a part of football. We all know that. So going in, we all got to have our guys ready and be prepared. So when one guy go down, we already know the next guy's up, and we're going to focus on that guy that's up. We're not really going to worry too much about the guy that's down. We're going to let him get recovery and come back, but we just got to keep going.
How is it preparing this week with a rookie quarterback, not a ton of tape out there on him?
We're really not looking at the rookie quarterback. We're really looking just at the rivalry in itself. This is just it's one of those games that doesn't matter who's out there. It's going to be a close battle. And that's how we're preparing for it, regardless of the situation. We're just going to keep moving forward with that mentality.
I know you weren't out on the field against the Vikings, but having Deshaun back, you played with him before. What kind of energy does he bring to the secondary?
He brings a lot of juice to the field. He reminds me of my guy KZ. So just to have that juice out there, just get the guys fired up. They all miss that. They all love that. And he's going to put it on the field every time.
The bye week has usually been a pretty good time for you guys to make adjustments and everything. What have you guys learned from yourselves over the first 4 games, and what adjustments did you guys make?
We really just learned that we could be better out there. We've been playing some pretty good ball, but there's still more meat on the bone, what Coach likes to say. So we're still hungry for it. We still know we could be one of the great defenses out there. So that's what we're striving for. That's our mindset.
Next couple of games, especially since we have 2 more teams coming up, we got to be able to start to set the tone for the game. So it starts this week and Sunday. Just watching the Browns Vikings game first, and the Bengals and Vikings game. So we just got to start 2-0 in this division. Hopefully, we start 1-0 against the Vikings.
So was someone in the locker room take notice of that there's an opportunity to be had here, given the circumstances?
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, we have 2 division games coming up. The only way we can do this is to start 2-0. And I think if we start 2-0 in the division, we'll be 5-0. But starting 2-0 in the division, I think is even bigger than that.
All right, since you watch the games, what do you think of JJ as a commentator?
I thought it was cool. I remember watching the Patriots game at home. And it was like a throwback day or something like that. I didn't even have the glasses on, so I think he's a good commentator. He's got a bright future. It was crazy. I watched the game, especially in the fourth quarter when the game's close. Like I'm pacing back and forth. Like I see why fans their hearts be beating all the time. So my heart was racing at the end of both the last games. And so I'm just glad you guys got to jump basketball. So like I said, I can't wait to get back out there with you guys playing.
You like not being in double.
It's definitely tough. That was a trip I was looking forward to since it got announced. But I'm not necessarily sacrificing anything for me to go on that trip to not have my ankles swell up, have any setbacks with that. And so, like I said, I want to get back out there as soon as possible. Definitely was looking forward to going out there. And, guys from Holland, so hopefully we'll be able to get back out there sometime.
Preparing this week, is that a lot of challenge out there?
Yeah, I think we just got to be the aggressors this week. We just really got to get after him to show different looks to him. We know he's going to try to get the ball. He's going to try to establish the run game. So ultimately, we just got to start the run and be able to get out there. And so I think it's just the game plan this week. Is we can't let him go back there. We got to put pressure. So I'm excited for what we have ahead.
This early in the season, we said where we at. Like I said, we got to go out there and play great. Try to take advantage of what we can right now for the season.
How important was this bye? Just kind of get everyone back healthy.
Yeah, it's huge. Everybody got a chance to take care of their body, do the things they need to be ready for the season, and make this little push. But hopefully everybody got their all right. That's the biggest part. Just trying to reset yourself.
What did you feel like you guys have done defensively well to put yourselves in this position in the AFC North? And what would you like to see continue along those lines?
Getting the ball, I think. Communication, getting to the ball and getting the ball. I think those two things are huge. Then everybody's just doing their job. I think when we do our job at a high level, we just communicate and everybody trusts each other about that play fast like we did the last game.
How much does having Deshaun back help with that communication and getting the ball?
Yeah, that's huge. He got the biggest mouth on the team. Dude doesn't shut up, but when you're on the field, that's the best thing about it. Just continuous communication. Even sometimes when you don't know what the hell he's talking about, dude's on point. He make plays. So I just love having him back and I love hearing him talk.
Your schedule's been a little bit off schedule. How do you get back into that groove now after Ireland, after a full bye week? Not getting on the field. How do you get where you want to?
You just come out and you go to work. I don't think it's a big a deal. I think at the end of the day, everybody has something wrong with their schedule, something pick up in that schedule. But for us, we just come back to work and get ourselves right, whatever we got to do. Hopefully, some guys get around, just small things that we got to do this week just to get back.
Pat, what clicked with you guys in the run fit and how you guys?
What's that? I'm sorry.
What clicked with you guys in your run fits this last level against the Vikings? It seemed like you guys were quick to the hole and addressing each gap pretty consistently.
Yeah, just trusting our teammates to do their job. Whatever gap you got, play that gap and be physical. I think when you do that, and then you get to the ball and try to get that ball. I think that's the biggest thing. But we just trust each other. We going out there playing fast, having fun, trusting each other, and doing our job.
There was one player, I think you and Peyton met the running back in the backfield, and I saw you just kind of go kind of crazy afterwards. Was there a sense that hey, it's clicking, we're getting it, we're taking the steps forward that we know we can?
Yeah, we just went out and had fun. I kind of talked to Denzel about this, and I was like, you could just see sometimes you last year, and I looked at the film from years before, you'll see somebody making plays the whole sideline wouldn't be into it, or the whole defense wouldn't be into it, and I was just what could bring that energy back? So I think we just go out there and have fun. When somebody make a play, we all celebrate, we all have fun with it. I think that's going to lead to bigger plays.
Derrick, you can go up against Dylan Gabriel, your old teammate, what you know about him, and how excited are you to play?
Great football player, man. Hell of a guy off the field too. Just excited to see him and go to battle with us.
Now that you've had an off week to look at your first couple of games, how have you felt about your play? You already contributed some big moments to the defense. What do you feel about the trajectory you're on?
Right now, my main focus is just to keep getting better, man. That's my main thought process. My main ideal focus is to keep getting better week in, week out, and do my job.
Derrick, what's the biggest challenge with Dylan? What's the issues he's going to present on the field?
Very smart quarterback, man. He's very smart. I feel like he knows his weaknesses and his strengths. And he's going to use them, and he's going to make sure that you don't use his weaknesses against him. But like I said, very smart football player. We just got to keep him in the pocket and stop that run at the end of the day.
Derrick, what have you heard about these AFC North games and just the intensity of the rivalries?
Very competitive, and teams are going to try to run that ball in this conference. So, like I said, this D-line got to stand up and stop that run, which we're going to do.
Kind of going off of that, you guys had a pretty stellar performance against the Vikings, stopping the run. Just what kind of went into that, and do you feel like this whole defensive front has kind of found their groove a little bit?
Yes, ma'am. It really comes from just communication and guys being in the right place at the right time, and guys trusting God next when they're going to be in that spot in that position to do their job. Like I said, communication and guys playing the part to the best of their ability.
You come out and you're missing a couple of weeks, being injured, and you weren't able to practice for a while, but it seemed like you were hitting on a lot of your fundamentals, your hand placement, working on his guys. What goes into being able to come off, fresh and being able to hit the ground running the way you have?
Just doing routine things, routine. That's all we got to do. That's all.
What's called Dunbar, but it's been saying just about your early plays.
He's been knowing me, man, just he's been knowing me, just trying to coach me up to the best of his ability. Like I said, we're doing routine things routinely, and we're doing little fundamentals every day. I feel like his drills, like I said earlier, his drills really translate to the field. So.
Patrick Quinn was telling me how, energy-wise, him and the other leaders, they're trying to make sure, after every big play, it's celebrate your wins, stay focused, and get ready. What do you feel about the culture that's developing with this defense, with the young guys and the old guys?
It's coming together, man. I feel like me personally, that first few weeks, it was really good. It came on, guys making plays, ain't nobody going to smack nobody's helmet or nothing. Now you see last week, guys make a small tackle, but guys hyping that person up. So it's no plays big or too small, no plays too big. Just congratulate your brother. Let's get to the next play. Let's do our job.
plane ride where I'm sure maybe see some stuff like
last
that?
week.
I think our medical staff is there, so everything is pretty straightforward. Yeah, their doctors right there as well. The plane ride was uncomfortable, but after a win like that, it made it much easier.
Alvin, did it happen on that block when you ran down the PK or on the touchdown, or when did it happen?
Oh, when I got tackled right there, that's when it happened. I got tackled, and it's just a kind of just a normal football play.
You have a sense yet if you're gonna have to go on IR or if you're gonna avoid IR?
Oh yeah, I have no clue about that.
You have a progress. When you might be back, when you might be able to do anything.
Just like I said, taking it a day at a time, listen to the medical staff and Coach T, and whenever that time is out there.
What's a limiting is it just to break arm or what's
I'm just, taking it a day at a time, working through it, and I know in due time, when it's right, I'll be out there.
What are you seeing from Roman and his development just in a practice setting?
I'm trying to say how to answer this. Like what he usually does, like it's not I don't have nothing crazy, nothing different to do. Like Roman is very talented. He works hard every single day, and when he gets the opportunity, he will prove and show who he is.
What about Scotty Miller? Obviously, kind of stepped up. I know he went up and he went down. Just
He hasn't. I'm not gonna say not necessarily grown, but he's always been a dependable person for us. Even last year when we had some injuries, he always stepped up and is ready. He's a Super Bowl winner. So for Scotty, this is nothing new, and he's gonna be ready for the opportunity. And everybody else in the room is gonna be ready for the opportunity.